Yo! So, I voice for a little show called The World's Battle Cry here on YouTube. And one of the fun things that me and the other voice actors do is ask each other questions and answer, in character or out of character. I have become the latest individual to receive questions to answer, and in the following video, I will do so. If you would like to join the process, you can join the Discord. I'm sure Rash is fine with me advertising the Discord. The link will be in the description. Alright, these questions come from Rash, our voice actor for America and creator of the show. Question 1. Best line I've given you? Can't really think of a best one. They're all pretty good and fun to voice. Especially since I love to voice villainy. Question 2. Favorite show? You want me to talk up The World's Battle Cry, don't you? I mean, it's a pretty fun show to voice for, and now that we're actually getting into some lore aspects, it's pretty good, I will say. But, probably, like, if I'm talking other than The World's Battle Cry, it'd probably be something like, Lucifer, probably. That was a pretty fun show. Question 3. Would you rather shoot a literal brick, not figuratively or metaphorically, a literal brick, or turn to capitalism? I assume this one's meant to be answered in the role of USSR. No, absolutely not. I'd never turn to capitalism. I'd rather shoot a literal brick. Capitalism is a scourge on this earth. Alright, these questions come from Phoenix, our voice actor for Canada and I think also Germany. Our voice actor list is a little whack, but what do you think of America x USSR? Okay, so this one actually needs context for the people who aren't already familiar with our little corner of the internet. So, like, absolutely ages ago, I'm talking like when I first joined this group, we were goofing around one day in the DMs in general, and somebody brought up the concept of communist car, and I'm like, what is that? And I was told it's America ex-USSR, and I'm like, that is objectively funny. Like, not even just hilarious or in any other way. It is objectively funny. So, yeah, I'm not the one that thought of it. But it is objectively funny, and I think that actually answers one of the later questions, but regardless. Question 2. What made you want to VA USSR? So, back when I first auditioned for the role of voice actor, I did a bunch of the, like, audition lines. And Rash ended up being like, so, FYI, your voice would fit so much more for USSR. He gave me the audition line, and that was that. Question 3. Do you like Maple? Maple fun. And also the voice that Maple now has as a result of my capabilities of range and voice and being able to do this is objectively funny. I'm just gonna put the image that I screenshotted for this Q&A. I'm not the person to ask this. I am not the secretary of the World's Battle Cry. I'm just an employee. I am a voice actor. What do you mean? Alright, these next questions come from our voice actor for North Korea and potentially some other ones. Like I said, it's a weird situation. Question 1. Did you always have your deep voice? No. I was a child once. I know, it's a surprise. I used to be young. There is a video on the internet that shows just how young I used to be because of the fact that it is so cringe and my voice is so bad, and if you really want to find it, you can, because I lost the password to it. so I can't take it off the internet. That cringe is there for all of eternity, and given the fact that earlier in this very video, my username existed, and you might have noticed that my username in Minecraft is not the same as my username for my YouTube channel here. It used to be the same as my YouTube channel, and I'm talking about the one where that very cringe video exists. So yeah, if you really want to hear what I sounded like 8 years ago, you'll find it. It wouldn't be too difficult. But please, for your own sanity and mine, don't. Question 2. When did you start voice acting, and what did you voice act for? So, The World's Battlecry is the first show I've ever voiced for. Moving on. Question 3. Favorite line from USSR. Okay, so this one doesn't specify from Rash, because I came up with one myself, based on my character getting his eye shot out. Did taking out one of my eyes somehow make you lose sight of your own vision? Alright, these questions come from JC, our voice actor for Turkey and New York and potentially some other ones. Question 1. What inspired USSR x USSA? The objectively canon ship. Again, like I said, I had already answered this one by explaining where it came from, but that one conversation from General Chad, like, when I first joined, that I officially adopted as, sarcastically, my religion. I have asked that same question. I have asked the opinions of all the other people who have done Q&As so far as to what their opinions of USSR x USA is. So, yeah. Question 2. Do you feel more powerful than everyone else because you're an unk? Okay, you didn't have to absolutely go for the fucking jugular by calling me old. Damn, but yes. Yes. Question 3. What's the worst line you had to record? That is a really good question. I don't really have very memorable, like, struggle lines ever. So, yeah, that I don't really remember any, so, none. Question 4. Who is USSR's canon crush? This one is multiple choice. Alright, full disclaimer here, I'm not Rash. I can't give canon answers. I can't officially give canon answers. So, take this with a grain of salt unless Rash himself descends from the heavens and personally approves of my decision for USSR's canon crush to be. Even though I'm pretty sure that technically in canon it's already been established that USSR doesn't do relationships. Option 1. The US of A. I wonder which one he expects me to choose here. Option 2. The buff and awesome and excellent New York. Please don't pick this. Okay, why did you put it as an option then? Number 3. The buff and awesome and excellent Turkey. Please don't pick this either. Okay, and option 4. Surge Tanakian. And then option 5. Antarctica, because yes. USA, I think you expected me to do this because your first question was USSR x USA, the objectively canon ship. So, I don't think that one has any other option that's technically viable. Anyways, gotta love those bits you got there. Hey, we're gonna ignore the fact that the one on the right was made by me. Alright. Well, weren't those some fun questions? Again, the link to our Discord server is going to be in the description, and yeah, Scrib, I guess, because I'm told that's good for playing the YouTube algorithm, and maybe lick the video as well. Put your tongue away.